Today we're going to be looking at some notebooks that the brave viewers have kindly submitted for me to review, and I won't be holding any punches, so this is a good learning opportunity to see how I do my books and what other people are doing with theirs. Now, if you've not been here before, my name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. And if you do like videos like that, then give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. Okay, so at the moment we're going through a bit of a heat wave in the UK, which is welcome but unusual. So last week I did a review of some notebooks. I'll leave the link above, which was very useful indeed. And today we're going to do the same. And I'm going to try and do this on a regular basis because I think people enjoyed it. I certainly enjoy it, and it's really useful from an educational point of view, learning what works and how to get those sales, how to increase sales, and the sort of things I do when I'm producing my books, the sort of things I'm looking at in terms of getting my books optimized to make sales. Now I've got to have all the windows open, so if you hear any noise, it's usually speedboats and boats passing, so do forgive me for that. Okay, let's get straight to it. And the first book we've got is this Budget Planner Notebook and Journal. Looking at the cover, doesn't look too bad. It looks like more of a male orientated type colour, dark, grungy, industrial type cover. Not to say women wouldn't like this, but you know, looking at the market overall. So I'm not overly against the cover. It does look slightly unusual, might stand out in a search list. So if we look at the title next and subtitle, Budget Planner, Notebook and Journal. So Budget Planner, I know these are quite competitive niches, so let's just have a look at Budget Planner. 3,000 results. Now I normally target books with 1,000 or keywords with 1,000 searches or less, which means they're not too competitive. At least you can get your books ranked on Amazon and get it in front of people's eyeballs who are searching for that keyword. So unless you're running ads, this might be a bit too competitive. Let's have a look at Budget Planner Notebook. This has got 2,000 results. Again, a bit too competitive. A little thing here, because everyone asks me this in every video, and I have produced a video on this. I'm searching in the all categories, not the books categories. Why? Because that's where customers do their searches, and there's other reasons as well which I covered in a previous video, but that's the main reason. Okay, 2,000 search results, a bit competitive. Let's look at Journal, Budget Planner Journal, 3,000 results, again a bit too competitive. Now I noticed when I put in Budget Planner Journal book came up, so let's have a look at that to see if that might be slightly less competitive. 2,000 results, still competitive. So it's going to be difficult to rank this on the keywords that you're targeting. So what you need to do is go to Amazon. You need to put in Budget Planner. Look at all the suggestions Amazon are giving you here. Install a Chrome plugin called AMZ Suggestion Expander. Look at all these keywords. Put these into the search bar and see what the search results are. You'll notice here for Budget Planner we've got 49,500 searches per month on Google, so that's high. So there is a market for this book. Now if you want those figures as well, that's another plugin, Keywords Everywhere. It costs $10 for 100,000 search credits. Now looking at this, looking at the style of the cover, I'm just seeing here Budget Planner for Men. Let's just see what the search results are for that. See if that's a bit less competitive. And yes, 872 results, less competitive, more chance of getting your book ranked and seen. Now, normally for the subtitle, I say pick 1 or 2 keywords, make it look natural. So let's have a look at this subtitle. Finance Monthly Weekly Tracker Bill Organiser Workbook for Business Monies, Expense Money, Savings, Payment, Debt, Income Planning and Daily Calendar 2020. There's a word for this. It's called keyword stuffing, and this is a good example, and you'll see this quite often on Amazon if you search low enough down in the rankings, because that's usually where they end up. I mean, you've got calendar 2020 in here. Why? Is there a calendar in this? I had a look, couldn't see one. But this doesn't do you any good. I understand why people do it. They're thinking, well, if I have all these keywords in the titles and subtitles, it's going to come up for so many searches that some people will see it and buy it. It doesn't work like that. And what happens is the Amazon algorithm looks at this and goes, you know what, we're not actually quite sure what this book is about, what the actual keyword is, what the target market is, and it just falls off in the search rankings and ends up, you know, on page 10, never to be seen again. You don't make any sales. So this is a real bad idea. Now this usually sets off alarm signals. So I went to have a look to see what the author, the name here is Lilia Planner, see what this author has produced. And here it is. So I looked at this, okay, covers okay-ish, but we've got budget planner. All right, what budget planner. Okay, so we've got a page of budget planners. Bit too many. I thought I'd have a look on page 37. Budget planner. And then I went and looked at the middle pages, and guess what I found? Budget planner. And they've all got the same title, budget planner, notebook and journal, and all very similar subtitles with all the same I call them keywords, all these same words in. Some of them maybe slightly different order, just to spice things up a bit, I guess. There's a word for this as well. We've got keyword stuffing. And you know what the word for this is? There's 400, I think it's 436 or 437 books in total, all with the same title, all with slightly different subtitles, but virtually the same. And the word for that is spam. You're spanning Amazon, which doesn't do your account very good. In fact, it could well put your KDP account in jeopardy if someone comes along and does a manual review of your account, because this is pure spam. It's junk. I'm sorry to say that, and I'm sorry to be harsh, but that's the case. I did a video a few weeks ago on a particular niche. I think it may have been something like baby logbooks, I'm not sure. And at the time there was something like 400 search results. And then someone wrote in the comments, since I did that video, a couple of weeks later there are now 6,000 search results. This is the reason why. People are not putting in the work, people are not putting in the effort, not treating it like a normal business. And what they're doing is being lazy. So they're producing hundreds of the same book and just pushing them all out there on Amazon, hoping that again they're going to spread the net wide and make some sales. But what happens is you produce 437 books. Each one of these is competing against each other. So not only are you now competing against other people, you're now competing against yourself. And Amazon, I see this all the time in lots of niches I've been in. And yes, you see it and go, oh my God, there's all these books I've got to compete against. But one thing happens every time. All these books will disappear. Amazon knows what you're doing. And the algorithm will pick this up and they will all get relegated to the bottom of the search results. So you're not doing yourself any favour. You're just filling up the bowels of the Amazon search engine with junk. My advice would be unpublish all these. Do 3 or 4 in this niche, and each one target a different keyword in the title and different keywords in the subtitle. Okay, that'll do yourself a favour. The description looks a bit long, but not too bad. I'd probably just do 1 or 2 sentences and just do some bullet points to give the essential features, number of pages, size of the book, glossy or matte cover, that type of thing. So let's have a look inside. Okay, now I'm not sure if this is an interior that you've made yourself or you've bought. And what I notice straight away, look, you've got this heading here which is in what we call a serif font. This heading here, a non-serif font, so it doesn't look cohesive. There's alignment errors here in these small headings and you're using different size fonts. Doesn't look like it's spaced out that nicely. And I'm not so sure, I mean, it might be my monitor, but some of these lines look thinner than others. Some of them look grey, some of them look black. So I'm not overly impressed with this interior either. So overall, I'd scrap them all, start again. That cover is okay, everything else, price is okay, £6.99. You may find in this niche, as a lot of these sort of accountancy based finance logbooks tend to be around the £5.99, so you might be slightly overpriced, but there's nothing wrong with sticking to £6.99. So cover, price right, everything else you've got to change. Next one, Unicorn Colouring Journal, 12 Months Unicorn Magic. The cover doesn't really stand out for me, and it looks a bit too messy. I'm not sure why you've got this going down here. It looks almost, it's not quite in the centre of the book, it's off centre, which looks a bit odd. I'd get rid of that just for you. If you're going to have that, move it more over to the right hand side. In fact, what I would do is get rid of this 12 Months of Unicorn Magic and rotate the Unicorn colouring book through 90 degrees and put that at the top. Maybe in that size, maybe a bit smaller, and somehow sort of jazz up the colours a bit. It does look a bit pastel-y and bland. I'm not sure how well this would appear in the search results. You have made at least one sale because you've got a bestsellers rank there, so that's good. The price wise, $7, change that to $6.99. Also the cover, the background white, I'd probably again just change that, maybe just do a slightly different colour. You need something that's going to stand out. Now, looking at the title, Unicorn Colouring Journal, let's have a look in Amazon. So that appears in the search results, in the search suggestions, so that's good. It means Amazon's telling us people are searching for that keyword, so that's a plus. Search results, 697, another plus, that's good, not too competitive, you've got a chance of appearing. And looking at the search results, you've got some good, I'm not just whizzing through them quickly, so you've got some good bestsellers ranks there, so there are sales being made. Again, that's good. Your subtitle, very short, 12 Months of Unicorn Magic. I wouldn't know what that means. Let's have a look at Unicorn Magic and see what comes up. 7,000 results, one, that's very highly competitive, so you wouldn't really rank if that's a keyword you're going for. And looking here, there's lots of different things that are appearing, so my thought would be, okay, if someone's putting in Unicorn Magic into the Amazon search bar, are they looking for a colouring book, or are they searching for these other products? Not too sure. So I probably wouldn't use that as my subtitle. So I'm not overly sure what this book is about inside. For some reason I can't click on look inside. But reading the descriptions, Magical Unicorn Journal has 12 colouring pages, okay. So is that colouring page a month plus journal pages? I'm guessing that's line pages. And weekly activities to improve your mindset. So that suggests it tends to be more focused towards adults. And I'm not sure what these activities are. You may need to put that in the description, particularly if you can't see why from the lack of the look inside. I mean, this was published in June, so you should have the look inside appearing. I'm not 100% sure why. So I wouldn't use that as a subtitle. I thought of maybe looking at what you write in the description. A better subtitle might be a 12-month unicorn colouring activity book for adults. Now, if this is focused towards kids, then you could change that to kids. But you've got in unicorn colouring activity book, and you've got in the for adults as well. So you're covering a couple of keywords with that. Unfortunately, to do that, now you've already published, you'd have to unpublish and republish again with the new details in. But I'd certainly change that cover and subtitle. Okay, next one, 52-week inductive Bible study notebook worksheets. Looking at the cover, I'm not over familiar with the niche. I remember I was looking at it 12 months or so ago, but I think the cover looks okay. It's got the words stand out, easy to read. It's got pencil, picture of a Bible, so this is related to whether it's writing down passages from the Bible, so that's all in keeping. So I'd say the cover is fine. Looking at the title now, 52-week inductive Bible study notebook worksheets. I guess the keyword I'd be looking at here would be something like Bible study notebook or Bible study worksheets. Now, I know this is a competitive niche, so let's have a look. So Bible study notebook, you've got 720 Google searches per month. Let's have a look at the search results, 2,000 search results. I went through and put in a few different keywords. Now for Bible study guide, we've got 2,000 search results. A workbook, 4,000 search results, journal, 5,000, and notebook, as we see here, 2,000. So this is a very competitive niche. So what I would suggest doing is looking at the suggestions here at Amazon, installing this plugin and looking at some of these other suggestions. So something like Bible study and notebook for your title, or something like that. Again, that might be too competitive, but doing the research and finding a longer tail keyword for your book's title. Yeah, Bible study notebook, 5,000. So again, it's a very competitive niche, so you may have difficulty ranking this book. Now I do see that you've got a review and you've got a bestsellers rank, so you have made at least one sale, and that review is gold. It helps with the ranking of your book, so that may help push it up a bit. So you've got this 52-week inductive in the title. I would move that to the subtitle and stick to a longer tail keyword that has search results of less than 1,000 in your main title. And for the subtitle, I see you put in the size of the book there. Theoretically, that's against the Amazon's terms of service, but I know a lot of people do it, and I've done it on a few of my books as well. But I came up, I had a think, and I thought maybe a better subtitle would be something along the lines of a 52-week inductive Bible study guide or workbook with large print worksheets. So again, you're getting a keyword in your subtitle, because at the moment it doesn't appear to have any particular keyword in your subtitle. In terms of the description, I'd probably at the end of this just put in some bullet points. Matte or glossy cover, size, white or cream paper, that type of thing, number of pages, just so customers can quickly just scan through and know what it's about. And price point, $9.99. That seems a lot for a 111-page book, although looking at the inside, it's very professional. You put a lot of work in here, so that price point may be about right. And I think the interior looks good as well. It looks like it's what people who would be searching in this niche would want. It would serve their purpose. Only slight criticism of the interior is the alignment. You've got observation and application here aligned in the center. Interpretation looks like it's just aligned over to the right. I'd probably just correct that alignment, put it in the center, just so it looks a bit more cohesive, a bit neater. But that's just a small thing. So overall, I think this looks fine. I thought it was a difficult one to review. There wasn't a huge amount wrong with it, except that it is in a competitive niche, and with that case, you're going to need to look at longer tail keywords to target. But overall, okay. All right, so that's all we've got time for today. If I didn't get to your book today, I do apologise, but I've got a list that's getting bigger and bigger, and I will get to it because I'm planning on doing this on a weekly basis, because it seems to get a lot of a good feedback, and I certainly find it useful, and I hope you guys do as well. So if you did like it, give it a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, or let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see change. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also smash that notification bell. And until next time, goodbye.